water to reach the surface for getting the sunlight, which is the pure possibility of getting enlightened and become luminous. And so it is growing from the bottom of the pond, which is very dirty mud, and from there it is growing up and coming, and it is very highly light sensitive. There are many plants like that, but lotus is considered as a highly sensitive towards the sun. In the morning it looks towards the sun in the east, and then as the sun goes, the lotus also moves and looking the sun. And in the evening it turns towards the western side, and so it is highly light sensitive. And it is considered as the symbol of purity. That is why it is shown in everywhere in devotional scheme. Like all the gods, goddesses, somewhere they keep the lotus flower, indicating that a state of purity. A state of purity is inevitable for a person to understand and have a clarity. So if you are having no conflict, you have a clarity. Purity is a state of no conflict. And so it is very important to generate that state of no conflict, so that you can have a pure vision, clean vision. And with that vision, when you approach anything, you can see what is presented before you. Otherwise, if there is a conflict, then we will be a little disturbed and we will not see. And we can take sides also. What is favorable for us, we take. It's normal for human beings. Nothing is wrong, but we can do like that. But that can lead sometimes 50% chance for getting into something great, 50% chance for misleading, getting misled. So this is very important to have a pure vision, a clean vision, and that is indicated by the lotus flower, which is purity. Not entering into conflicting situations. Look, understand, and then discriminate, and if it is going to give some kind of conflict, be an observer. Not avoiding, be an observer. So it will go by itself. And then, even after observation, if that is not working, then you have to apply your will. The will is shown as the club, Gada. You have to apply your will that this is, you understand that this is a trouble for you, but the passion is driving you towards closer to this, but you cannot resist it. And then if you are a practitioner, if you want to establish calmness and proper understanding, certainly you have to observe and understand. And if the observation is not really enough, then you have to apply the will. That is the old idea. Apply your will and then get over it. That is the club. And then he has the quench shell in one of his left upper hand. The quench shell indicates pure resonance of the sound of the waves of the water, of the ocean. If you put a quench shell in your ear, you can hear the sound of ocean. And so it reminds that, remember the importance of flexibility. And there is a big chance for getting very rigid in the second chakra. And if you are rigid, then it's very difficult. You take your side and you can invite destruction. So one needs to be very flexible, and that is shown by the quench shell because it resonates the sound of waves of the ocean. And remember the significance of flexibility like water. And then on the right hand, he is keeping the Swadhisthana Chakra, which is a weapon which can annihilate all the evils. And this is, Sudarshan means proper vision, clean vision. And so we have to recreate the pure vision by starting and practicing observation, and not simple observation, unbiased observation. That is pure perception. You're not biased by somebody says this is great, that is great. But you have to really look into yourself and see what is the right, what is the wrong for you, and then you get into your clean vision. And with that vision, you can get over, you can really chop off things. And that is the Swadhisthana Chakra. And these are the ingredients of the chakra, which is shown by this figure. Actually, once again, reminding you that there is no Ragini or there is no Narayana in your second chakra. If some deities are there, they will suffer. And so, it's an idea, it's a system through which they portray a science. And when you are very clear, you get into the core of it. Otherwise, there is another scheme, which is the tantric scheme, in which you worship the deity for support. Now your mind will be focused on that, and you get the vision of the deity. You pray what you want, and then as you are deeply praying means you are putting the idea into your own deeper core, and it will be registered there in the deeper subconscious of you that it starts to work and transform. So that's another scheme. That scheme is equally good. But if you are going to a yogic scheme, that is the thing which I said in the beginning, the other scheme is equally good. That is the tantric scheme. Anyway, these are the ideas, and then in the middle core there is the most relevant aspect of the chakra, which is the Bija mantra for practice. One is the Bija mantra, which is written in golden letters to show the significance of that sound. When you do the second chakra mantra, which is Bija mantra, which is Vam, you look at the mouth. Vam, the mouth becomes a round, like a Vam. The first chakra, Lam, see, there is corners and edges are there, and you are trying to loosen one on the side of the Lam, and you unleash a part, and then you can get into the flexibility. Square is very stubborn, and you loosen on the side, and you make the round with that, and then you are reaching the sound Vam. Vam is actually creating a very, what you call, smooth surface, like a round with no edge, sharp edges, and by chanting that, gradually it will soothe you, smoothen you, and then create some flexibility in the person. That one has to try to see whether it works for you or not. These are the ideas of the second chakra. So this is a chakra which requires this early chakra also, the second chakra. Balyam is over, the boyhood is over, and then it's entering towards the teenage, and we are not trained properly, so we can go into a lot of troubles for ourselves. So it needs to be understood, and this science or this system is actually showing you some ideas for you how to go. So early childhood, not early childhood, in a very low, not low, what is it? Early age of children. If some guidance comes, then it can be better for them not to get misled by the social conditioning, as well as with the drive that is coming from within. And this is a very heavy chakra in that respect, but it is such a beautiful chakra also, because the person will be motivated with a lot of imagination, and incredible creativity is there in this chakra. So artists, and if a person is on the way, get rooted in this chakra, he can definitely become a great artist, because high imagination and high flexibility and high degree of creativity. So it's actually a very positive area, but sometimes due to the longings for achievement, certainly if it is not working, we can get into very low mood. And this chakra person is a very highly imaginative person, and if the imagination goes out of bound, he can be mad. Madness, actually there is nothing that you can say somebody is bad, somebody is sane. But society has put certain norms around that. And if a person is simply sitting and laughing, oh, no, what is the problem? He laughs, he enjoys. But the society feels that he has some madness. A lot of people in the class, maybe 40 students are there in the class, and maybe one girl is simply laughing in the class. Certainly, others will feel that there is some problem. Laughter becomes a problem. Because in a given situation, how to behave, the society has really fixed. And there is nothing like that. So the people started to feel that out of societal behavior. അത് കിട്ടും. സൊസൈറ്റി അങ്ങനല്ലേ അടിച്ചല്ലേ പഠിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. അത് തന്നെ ആലോചിക്കുമ്പോൾ ചിരി വരുന്നില്ലേ? കിട്ടിയ തള്ളിനൊക്കെ ചിരിക്കുക.